Oh, Kelvin.
Kelvin.
No, not me. Yeah. Oh, sorry. What's that? I thought I had a shop.
Yeah, so I think I wanted to reach out to try to play board games initially, and then I think Calvin was talking about D&D and everything, and then there was one very cute French girl who was also interested as well. So I mean that's like a bonus to it. I mean she disappeared eventually.
You come for the girl, but then you stay for the story.
Stay for the universe.
Dumb thing you can do is not something a normal person would do.
She is Lady Luck Timora.
Are you sure you're my friend? Why are you doing this? Stop it! Stop it!
Welcome everyone to Virtual Talks Reality. I'm Nicholas Goh. I've been DMing for several years. And joining us today is...
I'm Kevin. I make really fun and weird characters in D&D.
And we have...
Max. So I've been playing D&D for about a good 2 and 3 years on and off.
We are rather new to D&D and medium experience. I have been here for a while.
One thing was that since young I've been interested in fantasy novels and everything. So you have an idea of a fantasy world, you know, especially most story goes around between heroes and princess.
Wait, when you were in secondary school or that period of time, right? Do you have those fighting fantasy games?
Definitely, there is Final Fantasy.
Right.
But then again, you're always just tempted to know what's the next page or what's the best route and everything.
Yeah.
So, but if you are saying how I actually got into D&D, there's a start was through Kevin's shop, Sunny Paradise.
Oh, Kelvin.
Kelvin.
No, not me. Yeah. Oh, sorry. What's that? I thought I had a shop.
Yeah, so I think I wanted to reach out to try to play board games initially, and then I think Calvin was talking about D&D and everything, and then there was one very cute French girl who was also interested as well. So I mean that's like a bonus to it. I mean she disappeared eventually. But I think it was the game that got me to stay on to start playing, because it really pushes limitation, your imagination to what you can do.
You come for the girl, but then you stay for the story.
Stay for the universe.
How about you?
Honestly, I just randomly went to a shop, was playing other card games, just having fun with friends. Then suddenly just got asked, you want to try D&D? Sure. Then after that, I just learned how to make a character. Then I realized how dumb you can do things. Like the dumb thing you can do is not something a normal person would do. It's like you can throw someone 20 feet in the air and then smack them out of the air for no reason. Like, this is the game for me.
Being able to do anything you want. Actually, just like, okay, can I show him up into the... Yes, you can.
Can I be Iron Man? Oh, yes, you can. Can you be Thor? Yes, you can. Can you be Hawkeye? Why would you want to be that?
And that is why that is everyone's most hated. Personally for me, I actually started with board games, similar. Went to play board games with different places, and I went on to forums trying to find D&D games. There was nothing to find, there's nothing to do. And then my friend asked me, hey, I've been running D&D in other countries. I'm here now in Singapore, I want to try a game. Like, yes, give it to me. And that's where I started playing, and after a couple of years, I started DMing, and from there, that's all she wrote.
Who's she?
She is Lady Luck Timora. No. So I didn't actually start with D&D. I started off with Star Wars, the Age of the Empire. It's another role-playing system. And then after that, I played other systems as well. Any other systems that you played?
I've played Under You before.
Hey, I was asking the question to segue into that. Hi.
I played L5R Under You before, making also another fun character that was permanently cursed under someone else doing World of Darkness system, which was vampires, werewolves, and modern day fantasy.
Vampire the Masquerade.
It's pretty dark when you find one of your own cosplay members, your own friends, doing some weird shady things, and then like you question it. Are you sure you're my friend? Like, why are you doing this? Stop it! Stop it!
Well, I mean, ideally with games like that, it's always something that you want to experience that you can't exactly do in real life. So you can be crazy, you can do dumb things, but it's mostly having the idea that you're empowered to do things you can't exactly do in your daily lives. That is what draws people into the game. But I think when it comes to games, as we probably see for new players especially, you probably want to start out with mostly humans and elves, because you want them to embody yourself in a game world. Where only after a few games then you sort of try and be the hero with everything, then you start coming out with different creatures, different characters that is as unhuman as possible.
Max, you'll be surprised. I have had many new players coming in and I want to be a kobold. It's like, why?
I want to be a goblin so I can shank someone.
Shank someone, yeah.
I think you're short enough to do that in real life.
Yeah, but you're right, it's a lot about escaping that reality, getting away from, I don't want to be myself in the game sometimes. I just want to escape into this, maybe a hulking figure. I want to be strong, Goliath, orc, or a tiny goblin.
Shanking someone for no reason.
That's why I'm pointing at him.
I've never played a goblin before. Or a short character.
You have talked about doing that for a long time though.
I know someone who has, and they tell me what they do, and like, oh, why do you want to do that though?
You are judging someone about what they want to do.
Yes.
Of all people.
Yes. Saying as a person who tried the D&D starter kit, and first thing I tried to do is grapple a goblin and then try to toss it into a river and failed like 4 times. It took us 30 minutes to kill one goblin because we weren't stabbing it, we were just trying to grapple it and then throw it into the river.
That is a very common story, I think, is failing at that very first encounter in the starter kit.
Yeah, it's you try to do something funny, but you're too low level to make it funny.
Yeah. I remember running that starter kit many times. A funny story was one of my players started to try to get the horse to start ramming down the different goblins. And they keep failing the animal handling check, so they just keep running away from the goblins. So it's just, a lot of the time it's, oh no, I can't do anything because, yeah, low levels, you want to try doing something weird. But in the end, it's still a numbers game. You're still rolling a dice.
I mean, with games itself, what is fun is that there needs to be some sort of rules. And then when you try to play within the limitation of rules, but you try to do as much things as possible, that's where games becomes interesting and fun because you are thinking of new possibilities while still within the constraint itself. Because if it's just all chaos, then well, I mean, everyone's just playing God and the fun is gone in that sense.
The limitations is what make it fun. It makes it so that you have to do character progression from like lowly warrior going out to becoming the strongest, the hero of the world, defeating the... Is there even a demon lord in this game?
There could be.
You could make a demon
lord. It's up to your dungeon master to...
Yeah, they can make any enemy you want. They can make your ultimate enemy just a gnome staring at you. All he does is stares, and no matter what you do, you can't kill him.
Do you think that it will be fun to start off a campaign at level 20? It's those kind of, you get reborn into this world as the max level protagonist.
If you're doing it from perspective that you've already completed the game, you've already done everything, then you just want to do some like build testing. It's just like a sandbox mode for you at that point. So it's D&D sandbox. You have your character sheet filled out, you have everything you want. You just go there, you stare at something and it just explodes.
Going down into a quest which is supposed to be your level 1. No.
You go to the guild. It says, I want to take this quest. No, you're not a high enough level adventurer to go to this quest. Then you charm them until you become the owner of the guild.
In the end, playing D&D is about that social experience, about getting of course, getting out of that mundane everyday life, going to work, going to school, coming back home, sleeping. No, in D&D you can really go out and experience like adventure. Oh, the most important thing, you can actually have a full long rest. You feel refreshed after a long rest, after 8 hours.
In games, yeah.
In game.
In real life, you go, oh my god, that was a short rest. Was that even a short rest?
Always a lesson in that.
In real life, you sleep for 8 hours, you wake up, why am I still tired? In game, you go 8 hours, okay, I'm at full health.